You don't work hard enough, you don't train enough, you don't do enough. To say that to someone who consistently overworks, overthinks, and always feel like they will never be enough, no matter how hard they work, no matter how much they do, no matter how much they want to prove that they are doing a lot, that they are working hard. But that mindset comes from the expectation of wanting external validation when ultimately you're going to have to be the one who validates yourself. And that is one of the hardest lessons I have to learn. Week 9 was a very social week for me. I didn't even do my morning pages. I didn't do the tasks. I just skimmed through what week 9 was about. And it was all about compassion, gaining back your sense of compassion for yourself. So basically, being kinder and more loving towards all all parts of you, your past self, your present self, and nurturing the self that you want to be in the future. When people tell you, like, you don't do enough. In my case, I was once told that I don't train enough. If you're new to my channel, I do jujitsu. This channel started as an MMA vlog, you know, a fitness vlog. Well, that didn't really work out because I like to work out in peace. I don't like to film myself. And if I'm being filmed or I am doing content related to fitness, wellness in general, I like to do it with a team. I like to do it with my friends because I don't know, it just feels better to me that way. I will admit that I am a sensitive person, so I pick up these things. I pick up the intention behind what was said to me or the tone. So when I was told that I need to train more because, I'm not doing enough, all I could think about was, shut up. You don't know me. You don't know what I'm going through right now. I'm not a flake. I'm not a flake. And when you don't see me around, I'm doing it at home. I'm doing it privately. But you know what? Why do I have to tell you? Why do I have to tell these people about it? And this is where the humble character has to be practiced because I know myself, I know my experiences, I know what I went through. And I'm not gonna change or lower my standards of practice for anyone else just because a couple of people do not want to, follow through. But anyway, that's a story for another time, not now. Once again, week 9 was all about recovering your sense of compassion so that you can return to the things that you love and return to yourself. Allow yourself to do all these hobbies and activities with, an open mind, an open heart. Involve more fun and involve free flowing attitude and energy. And so that's what I did. And I started to enjoy jujitsu again. I started to enjoy going to the gym again. And like I said in my previous video, I don't want to ever let all of these, I don't want to let all these triggers affect me too easily. Even if it does, I will maintain my boundaries. Before this, I was constantly isolating myself. I did not work out or train for a year. You can only isolate yourself for so long. There will come a time where you have to just step outside and talk to people, make conversations with the lady at the shop, with the cook and the waitress, with the auntie who sells fruits at the market, with the uncle at the mechanic workshop or car shop. You may want to join that painting session just for the fun of it, for the thrill, because you miss painting. You may want to go out running again and see people, okay? So don't isolate yourself for too long. This is coming from, actual experience. You have to just be around people sometimes, even though you are the type of person who may not like to socialize, or you run out of battery when you socialize for one day or like 1 hour even. And of course, the thing you cannot avoid most of the time is work. So while I was isolating myself, I still went to work, obviously, because jobs don't care about how you feel. However, it became more impossible to bear the work that I was doing, to go to my workplace and trying to do my job. So, whatever affects you privately will start to manifest at your workplace. And that's one thing you need to be very careful of. Because when that happens, it will start up as an emotional reaction. I became bitter. I became more angry, more upset, and I started stress eating again. That was one of the lowest points of my life as an adult. So if you can relate to this, let me know in the comments below. I would like to see that I'm not alone in this, because I know I'm not. So tell me. I went back to my hobbies and activities for these reasons. First one is they make me happy, obviously. Number two, my energy has direction. So I'm not bottling anything up. I am letting it all go and let it invest into the activity that I am doing. Three, I've let go of all old expectations. So when I enter the gym, when I step onto the mats, it is me saying to myself, I want to have fun. I want to love this again. I want to enjoy this. I want to enjoy it with the people around me. And number four, I've set boundaries for myself. For example, people can piss you off sometimes. And in my opinion, and because I have such, you know, not just a handful, but I have more than a handful of experiences of doing what I do. And when I hear a lot of complaints, I hear a lot of nonsense, chitty chatter here and there, when I'm trying to focus and few others are trying to focus and learn, it is one of the triggers that can set me off. It's like being that one student who tries to be a class clown and consistently interrupts the class while the teacher is teaching. If you're that kind of person, manage that. And when that happens, I remember about my boundaries and I will set that tone. I will execute it. I will take action on it. I am not going to explain myself to anyone. And this is me retiring the people pleasing mindset and attitude as well. That's something you have to do when you're a woman and you're in a male dominant space. You're going to have to like be strong in that sense. So week 9 was unknowingly and magically the most social week I've had. And I enjoyed it. In general, I did enjoy week 9. Even though it was the most tiring and the most time consuming week that I didn't even get to do all the tasks from the book. But on the bright side, I enjoy myself. I'm active. I'm starting to get my my inner glow back, my happiness. Because your health is so important. We let a lot of people and a lot of jobs take away what truly matters to us, our health, our peace of mind. And even though it's gonna be quite challenging, I've dedicated myself to never let my job take away my health ever again. I know who I am, I know myself. And if you're that person who is, still figuring out that part of your life, take the time to really get to know yourself. What do you like? What do you don't like? And then be decisive about it. Never be indecisive. That is like, it can be quite annoying. And stop having imposter syndrome. If you're given a leadership position, you don't know anything, ask the other leader. So that's it for week 9. So, it's not a lot, but maybe you learned something from this video. And if you do, let me know in the comments below. I'll see you in week 10. I hope will be a little bit more detailed in terms of what I learned and what I can offer to you.